Good afternoon. How are y'all doing this afternoon? Well, I'll tell you how I'm doing this afternoon. I am actually sleepwalking. I am walking in my sleep, talking in my sleep. I am doing everything in my sleep, even though it's 11:55 a.m. Actually, let me put this out here. This should tell you the story right here. This little band on my arm should tell you exactly what time it is and what happened. Well, actually, yesterday about 4 p.m., that doctor's office called me and asked me was I able to come in the morning, which was this morning. Now, she called around 4:30 yesterday afternoon. And she asked me, could I make a 7:30 appointment in the morning. 7:30 in the morning. And she just notified me. It was at the pulmonary clinic, which my primary doctor had said that, she was going to refer me. It was in my chart and everything, but I wasn't due to go until I think June or July, somewhere along there. But they said they had a appointment because someone had canceled the appointment, and they asked me could I make it at that time. Otherwise, the next available appointment would be like in July. I said, oh, heck to the no, no, no. That's what I said at first, because I already know the problem that I be having when I have an appointment or somewhere to go early in the morning. I'm not going to be able to sleep that night. But that's every night, practically every night. As a matter of fact, the doctor that I saw today, which was, I think she's a pulmonary doctor, they made me get the breathing test. No, first they made me go for a walk. I went walking down the hallway. This is a beautiful place. I've been there before, but I had never been to that area of the place before. I went to the same place for my sleep study. I don't know if y'all remember when I had that thing I was supposed to put up my nose and wear it at night when I sleep and all this blah, blah. But this section it is so beautiful. It's like a little hospital almost. But in fact, it's a clinic. It's all different types of doctors, and they treat you for all different types of things there at that one place, even though it's still a part of the hospital. It's more like a clinic, like an outpatient type thing. And I had to walk a hallway, which looked like to me it was maybe a short block. And she said you got to walk back for 3 minutes. And she had 2 little orange cones, something like a cone that you put in the road when people are working on the road. When the workers are working out there, they have these big, tall cones. Well, the cones that she had were not that tall, but they were more like this tall. And she wanted me to walk from that cone to that cone down this long hallway. She said for about 3 minutes. I said, oh, heck to the no, no, no. Can't do that. But I said, I'm willing to try. She said, do what you can. And she was walking right along behind me. And she gave me this meter. I had to hold on to this meter. Now get this now. You got this. Hold on to this meter. And I have what do you call that thing? You're sticking your finger in there to monitor your respiratory. I don't know what it is. I guess oxygen. Yeah, oxygen. And so I had to hold that in one hand. And then I had my cane with me. Matter of fact, there's my cane right there. I don't know if I'm showing it right to you. But it's hanging right there on the table. Because when I go out, without my scooter or something like that, and to make it easier for me to walk distances, I carry my cane. And she said it's going to take you about 2 minutes. I walked down that. It was pretty easy, the first one. Walked down there. Then I walked back. And then I said, I feel my, like my hip or my side is hurting over here. She said, well, if you stop when you feel like stopping, just stop. She was walking right along with me. I don't know if she was as old as I am. I don't think so. She was probably younger than me. But she was walking with me, writing something down. I said, what the heck is this? And so I said, I'll go. And so I went again, and I asked her how much time I got left. And she says, you got one more time to go down there and come back. And they were some of the nicest people that you ever did meet in your life. I mean, kind. When I first arrived there, I took the transportation, the one I was telling you that I had to pay them money and all that kind of stuff, put it in the bank and stuff like that, because no money passes between me and the driver unless I want to give the driver a tip, which I did not, but I said I should have, but I'll do it the next time, but I probably won't get the same driver. But anyway, from the time I got dropped off at that door and walked inside, they got a bunch of wheelchairs there. I would say at least maybe 15 or 20 wheelchairs sitting right there as you walk to the door there, right there on your right. They say, you want a wheelchair? I look like, well, how far is it? I'm thinking like, how far do I have to walk? And he said, it's pretty far. I said, well, who's going to push me up there? He said, I am. Oh, sookie. He said the magic word. And it was quite a ways, because they had elevators, but the whole way to, when you first walk in, you got a distance to walk to get to the bank of elevators. Because they got a big line. I've never seen anything like it before, but I'll tell you one thing, it's the most, the courtesy there it's I tell you, you don't just find that everywhere. You really do not. Trust me on this one. And he pushed me up there. They talked so nice. I never, ever experienced that amount of courtesy as long as I've been going to the doctors. Not that type of courtesy. Anyway. And so he takes me up there, and then he turns me over to the lady who got me walking, okay? She takes over now. She's pushing me. I didn't have to walk at all. I don't think I walked, once I walked through that front door, I did not walk well, yes I did. Because when I went, after she got through walking me, up and down the hallway, and I'm about to give out, she took my blood pressure. My blood pressure was high. It was really high, when I first got there. And I said, and then she took it again after I got through walking. And it had went down. I said, that's weird. I said, how that happened? It looked like to me it would go up because I'm doing all this walking. She says, nope, something happened in there. So you went down. So it went down like 10, down to, what was it, 100 and, it was still high though. But it was 170 something. I forgot, I should have wrote it down. It was 170 something. Then it went down to like 162. I think that was that number the second time. I was glad about that, because, I'm nervous about my blood pressure going high anyway, because it's been high for so long now. And so, okay, she takes over the drive now. She's got me in the wheel. I'm still in the wheelchair. I got my cane. I got my coat. I got my pocketbook, and I'm sitting back chilling in the wheelchair. She's pushing me. We're going to another area. Now, this is when I got to do this blowing. They put this thing in your mouth. It's like you've seen a hose to like a vacuum cleaner. And then at the end of the hose, you got these things you put in your mouth like that. And you clamp, you put your lips around it. And when she tells you to blow, that's when you, or either she might say suck in, and then she say, hold it, and you got to keep sucking in. And then she'll tell you to blow, and then you got to keep blowing before you can breathe again. Then she tell you to breathe. It's like a breathing test. They're trying to check your, I guess, I don't know. It was a pulmonary clinic after all, y'all. So, they're checking to see check my lungs and stuff out. And so I had to do that. And then after that, she takes me to another room. I still haven't seen the doctor yet. This was a nurse that was dealing with me right here. She had to do all this here before the doctor came in to see me. And the doctor actually, it was a lady doctor. Matter of fact, she brought like an assistant. I don't know if it was like somebody who's an intern trying to, learn, what it's like, for a patient like myself. But anyway, she was in on it too, so I had two ladies in that room with me. And the only thing she did was talk to me, ask me questions, and she explained to me what was going on. And, I told her, I said I have the chronic bronchitis and, the whole 9 yards. I telling her everything that happened and everything. And she's asking me stuff about, did my family have any respiratory problems? Well, my brother had asthma when he was younger. And then I said my children had some asthma, but, they got that from the dad's side. I said more or less, it was from the dad's side. But anyway, she just went on with like an interview. And she listened to my heart, felt my legs and my ankles, because she said they was feeling a little, have you ever had two doctors working on you at the same time? Well, congratulate me, y'all. I had me two of them. One on the left and one on the right. I was in there. And anyway, they was listening to my heart. They listened to my lungs and, had me breathe in and out and all that kind of stuff. You know the routine. And so after that, they felt my ankles and everything. And matter of fact, and that was it. They didn't do anything else except ask me questions. And she said that she was going to try me on another medication instead of this Spiriva, because my insurance doesn't cover this anymore. This is the Spiriva that I've been doing, which I still got 3 left. I'll probably use one of those today if I have to. And she said she wanted to change that, and she wants me to get some exercise. Doctor, come on now. I said, yeah, I'm willing to do it. And she said, you would be surprised how far you could walk. She said, do you think that you would be able to walk maybe a block? She was so encouraged. I tell you, I can't praise them enough because they were so kind. I felt relaxed. I felt comfortable with them. I would have told her my life story if she had asked me. She could have asked me when the last time I would have told her 10 years ago. With who? I should have told her that too. That's how comfortable I was. I mean, it was like talking to a friend. A girlfriend, a close girlfriend. That girlfriend you could tell everything to. Sometimes you tell too much. And that's the way they made me feel. I just felt very comfortable. And I'm surprised I felt that way because, after all, it was, I hadn't had no sleep. I thought I was going to be irritable, but I wasn't. I was feeling pretty good there. As a matter of fact, I still haven't went to sleep. Since I got home, I've taken myself, I made myself a sandwich. And matter of fact, I still have some coffee in this cup. Because before I take a nap, I had to come up here to talk to the AAG team. So how y'all doing this morning? I told you about my morning. My morning was taken up, and I'm good. I think I put too much of that creamer in there. But anyway, I got out of there. I think it must have been about, matter of fact, while I was in there waiting for the doctor, I actually called my daughter and talked to her. And then I had to call my ride and put some money on the book for them because they don't exchange money, not like your regular cab driver anymore. So the drivers don't get there's no exchange, like I said, from money exchange for between you and the driver at all. It all goes into like an account that you have, and you have to make sure you have money in that account, to pay for your ride. And so they were saying like I didn't have no money. Like, what happened? What happened to my $20? Because I know I used 10, but they had overcharged me for that ride I took to my doctor's office last week. And I asked the lady, I said, why is it that? I said, because that ain't that far. It's with, it's within the limits. I think they said over 8 miles. If you go over 8 miles, you got to pay the extra. I think, or is it 4? I think it was 8 though. But anyway, she looked into it and they put my money back in there. So then it brought it back up to $10. But I still put some more money on there. I put how much did I put? 20 or 30? I forgot that already. How much money? I don't usually forget no money. I think it was 30. I can always check though. I can go online and check, or I can call them and check, or to see how much I got in there, which I'm not going anywhere no time soon. And so, like I said, she's changing my prescription from this to another, I don't know what they call it. I forgot that too, since she told me, but it uses something similar. It's similar to this, how you use it. And what else? I gotta go to the sleep study again. Oh, and of course she wants me to do this physical therapy. And then she says that I would be able to walk more if I got a walker. I never heard a doctor just, because I'm mobile for the most part. I walk with a cane when I have to walk a distance. But wrong with a walker. I ain't got nowhere to put no walker, but I told her, okay, I'll do it. She said, you'd be surprised how much farther you can walk if you go out there and walk like outside. I said, well, walking on the cement is more different. It's more of a challenge to walk on the cement than it is to walk around your house. Because I don't use anything walking around here in the house. So, I don't know if she's gonna, I don't want no walker from my pharmacy. I don't like the way they look. I like the walkers they got at Amazon. Like the lady down there on the corner there, she got one from Amazon. I forgot how much she said she paid for it. I think $50 or $60. But, it was out of pocket. Mine ain't coming out of my pocket. And, I'll tell you, it's been quite an experience that I had this morning. And it actually felt good to get out of the house and, go somewhere. Even if it wasn't nothing but to the doctor. But I had some people, I was talking to people. And I'm not going to tarry up here too long because I got to have my nap. And then I want to make I want to cook today for a change. I got my cabbage. I hope that half a cabbage in there is still good. And I'm going to cook the half a cabbage and then, no, I did not wear this to the doctor, in case y'all wondered. But I could have wore this sweater. But, I got to do the kitchen. The kitchen. I got to do the chicken casserole that I told you I was going to do again. And I'm going to have the cabbage on the side. I'm going to have a full course to that. But I ain't going to have it right now. I ain't doing all that right now. I'm going to take the chicken back out of the freezer because I put it in the freezer. I didn't want it to spoil. So I'm going to take it back out of the freezer, take me a nap. So my dinner, basically, the only thing I got to do is make the cabbage. Well, I got to make the noodles because I'm going to make the cheese and noodles and put that on top like I did before. I made up my own recipe. I don't know, seemed like I seen somebody else do it, I'm not sure. But anyway, y'all, I'm not going to keep jibber-jabbing up here. Let's see how long I've been at it. But I had to tell you how much I actually enjoyed my doctor's visit today. I enjoyed my last week's doctor's visit, too, for the simple fact that it was so quick. And I was back home. I tell you, I wasn't even gone an hour. That's the kind of appointment I like. But I mean, if they find something wrong, I want them to handle it, you know. Coffee tastes kind of watered down. I'm going to get ready to hang up the video, y'all. Thumb me up, like, share, and subscribe. And on that note, ring the bell to be notified. And on that note, I go with love, and I'll see you soon.